Let's get straight into it. You want to change? The first step is you need to become one thing, aware. Most people are not aware of what's going on in their life or the problems in their life. For example, you could just be working a job, earning the same amount of income every single month. And we all know that a year from now, earning that same income is not going to make you any more income because it's a stagnant thing. That's just the same thing over and over again. You're literally getting a paycheck and it gets depleted by the end of the month. All right? So that is the first level of awareness you need. By doing this job, you are just going to have no incremental income increase. I'm not saying to quit your job, but I'm just saying this isn't going to make you a millionaire overnight, just working in and clocking out. Now, this word applies to so many other things. We just described a financial example. You're aspiring to be an entrepreneur, yet you're earning the same income every month, and we both know that that's not going to get you to your financial goals. Where else could this awareness play out? If I'm somebody who wants to level up in life and move up in the entrepreneur levels, if I'm not even waking up early, how am I going to be capable of running a business? Everything you do within business strictly is applied to you. Like all of the weight falls on you. So if I'm the type of personality type that doesn't respond on time, that's always late, this is all going to trickle down to where you're currently at. So the first step to changing anything is the awareness. Once you have the awareness, you need to do the second thing, assess where you're currently at. So let's write that over here. So that would be the next thing. You'd need to assess yourself. Assess where you're currently at. Is this sort of position the position I want to live my life? Is this sort of life giving me the freedoms that I want? Most likely not. If you're working a job, you're probably stuck in a certain location and you have to be there every single day throughout the week, and it's just almost sucking your soul. Trust me, I know what it's like. It wasn't me too long ago. 5 to 6 years ago, I was in the same exact position. I hated it. And that's what you really need to ask yourself is this what I want to keep living? For most of you, the answer is going to be no. So we all just got to keep it simple and do the first thing. The first thing is making one step towards change. Okay? That's all you need to do. Your first step towards change would be to learn, because the only way of getting yourself out of this situation is by getting new information, because with knowledge comes power. A lot of people know that saying, but it's true. With new information, you can take new actions. So you have to learn new things. And if this is something financial, you need to learn everything, the basics, budgeting, accounting, how entrepreneurs get paid, profit versus expenses, all the basic stuff. Learn all that stuff because you will need it. And then you want to ask yourself, okay, where could I place myself to earn the income? Where are the opportunities at in this day and age? So then you start researching business models. I would then identify someone who has done certain business model before and then get mentorship from them, because everybody's going to fall into this bracket when they start something. You find a business model and then you try it on your own, right? When you try it on your own, you're most likely going to be in this graph. You're going to see little to no results. And down here, we have time. And over here, we have results. So the only point in time these, kind of match up together is when you spent a lot of time mastering something, right? And you basically just figure it out, right? So it would go like this. This graph would look like this. if we were making it color coded. So boom, this is the, magic spot right there when they kind of coexist, and then we see them all go up like that, right? So for you to end up in this point in time, it's going to cost you a lot of things. Mostly, it's going to cost you a lot of time and money, usually. You shorten this entire learning curve by getting one thing. And in this case, it would be a trusted mentor. So you want to find a trusted mentor in the industry you're looking in so that you could go exactly into what works and not spend 1 to 2 years trying to figure something out that he could have literally just told you within 1 month of working with him, right? So essentially, it's almost like you're literally getting a head start or a cheat code in a video game, because you literally are acquiring the information to put you in the position where you just get results usually, right? I'm not saying it's done for you and it's going to be overnight that it happens, but it will sure be faster than 1 to 3 years, right? All business does require time and effort. Don't get me wrong. By you getting a mentor just doesn't mean that you eliminate, spending time and effort, but at least now you have direction, right? Because without direction, you're just going to go all over the place. So you could be essentially making money and making it a whole lot easier without all the crazy, ups and downs and cycles that you could go through without having the proper direction. And at that point, you have a mentor, you're making progress. Now you have to track that progress. So tracking your progress, I know it sounds like something very basic, but there's a reason we're talking about this, because tracking your progress is super underrated. The ability to make small wins and compound is what's going to put you ahead of everybody. In Atomic Habits, the book, this principle is described very well. It's the 1% everyday rule, right? So imagine you did that for 365 days. That would approximately make you, and I'm for sure butchering the math on this, but from what I understood, it was 97 times better over the course of a year if you just follow that 1% rule. So imagine how you would literally level up. You'd literally be unrecognizable a year from now, because now you got past all the, even just from where we started in the video, it's like a complete different reality right here. You are literally in the driver's seat, and now you're making the changes in your life. You're doing the things you've always wanted to be doing, earning the income you've wanted to be making, and maybe, enjoying the freedom of that, the time freedom, location freedom, all these sorts of things. So it all really is a snowball effect, but that's how I would do it. Turn it into very simple, tangible things like we just did here. And before you know it, within 1 year, 2 years, 3 years from now, you're a completely different person and a completely different life. But obviously, to get a different life, it takes work. And these are the certain steps I would lay out for anyone trying to change their life. So yeah, if you guys found value in this video, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.